Hi guys, this is Sarah from AuPairWorld. I know there isn't a better way to learn a language than going abroad as an au pair. But right now all of us are in quarantine and I thought of giving you some tips on how to learn a language from home. Let's go for it. My tip number one would be to learn a language with an app. Nowadays there are plenty in App Store which you can download. Some of them are for free, some of them are paid. Choose the one you want. I will link anyway below some apps that I find myself useful, and yeah, let's go for it. Let's start learning a language you want. My second tip would be online resources. Nowadays there are plenty of them. There are websites which actually are quite good. I will link them as well below. These are like BBC World for English, Deutsche Welle for German, TV5 for French, plenty of them. I will link for several languages below, the one that I find also myself useful. I'm a translator, I speak 5 languages, so I kind of have an idea of it. Apart from online websites, there are also language courses online nowadays, as in your normal language school, or even their websites where you can look for a teacher online to do some classes via Skype. I will link as well below a website that I find useful to look for an English teacher, for a teacher in general, for the language you want. I use it myself for English, so that's why. Yeah, that would be number 2. The third tip that I would give you would be books. This is a classical one, a classical tip. I mean, who doesn't have any book at home in another language? My tip for it would be look a book that suit your level. Nowadays they're all divided in these levels, European level like A1, A2, B1, B2, etc. Choose one that fits your level. If not, you're going to look for a lot of words in a dictionary, you will lose the plot, and this would be really a pity because you won't enjoy the book itself. So that would be my personal tip for it. Anyway, there are classical books as well, and my favorite are like the one with thrillers and so on. I think they are really catchy and they don't have difficult words. If you're not a bookworm, which is totally okay nowadays, there are also TV, films and series online that you can actually watch. Netflix, Amazon Prime, lots of resources again. My tip would be, depending also on your level, start with subtitles in your language so you can get a little bit the idea of what they are saying while you listen to the film in another language. You can then turn to the original subtitles so you can actually get the word together while seeing it. And last, try without subtitles. I'm pretty sure you will understand more than you think. My last tip would be podcasts. I think podcasts are a really useful resource to listen to topics that are not related to the language itself. Like, you're not learning grammar, you're not learning vocabulary, I mean in a specific learning way. You're listening to a topic you like, I don't know, from history to plants to agriculture, a lot of things, agriculture, why did I say that? And you learn specific vocabulary for that, and you learn also other kind of sayings and similar things where you develop these skills. Anyway, that would be it. Like I said, I will link anything below. Feel free, please, to add any resources that you find useful yourself as well. I hope you like my tips to keep improving or to keep maintaining your language. Anyway, I think the best way to learn again is to go abroad as an au pair. Bye!